We begin tonight with breaking news. The iconic Blue Streak roller coaster at Conneaut Lake Park caught fire today as a controlled burn spiraled out of control. Begin this morning with breaking news from overnight as Republican leader Kevin McCarthy has finally won over enough support from his own party to make Speaker of the House. Good morning, I'm Elspeth Mizner. Thanks so much for choosing Erie News Now weekend mornings. We begin this morning with breaking news following a fatal shooting at a grocery store in Buffalo, New York that has left 10 people dead. We begin this morning with the latest news out of London on the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. Earlier today, King Charles III was proclaimed Britain's new monarch at the Ascension Council in St. James Palace in London on Saturday. And Dr. Becker says after shoveling for hours, if you have a tightness in your chest, maybe try taking a break. But after that break, if that tightness persists, then it's time to seek help. Ways you can prevent porch pirates from stealing your packages this holiday season is by simply shipping them to a place like Erie Pack and Ship, where they will take the package for you and then contact you once your package is in. Whether you're looking to keep places in your home clean and safe from germs or harmful viruses, or if you're looking to keep your business or office clean, there's a few tips of different areas you can clean. Here's how the process works. Once students enter the doors, they'll take off their backpacks, their phone, keys, hand them over. They'll then walk through the metal detector. If there's anything metal on them, it'll go off. Once they go through, they'll just pick up their purse, their keys, their backpack, and then after that, they'll just head through the doors and head into school. Residents of Edinburgh that we spoke to said the snow that we're experiencing is definitely a heavier and a denser snow, which makes traveling and removing it that much more difficult. Mike and Emily, right now it is quiet at the Erie County Courthouse, as at this time we know that 111 out of 149 polling precincts have reported their data so far. Now we know about half of the mail-in ballots have also been calculated into those results, and we talked to the Erie County Clerk Julie Slomsky, and she says we're expecting another round of results to be delivered tonight before midnight, which is very good news. As far as polling precincts go, we're also looking right now about waiting to hear back from 2 polling precincts. We heard those are Elk and Amity Townships polling precincts. We're still waiting for those polling precincts to come back in. Ethan, a lot of people are still in shock right now, but they're also moving towards how do we heal from this? How can we possibly move on from a tragedy like this? A big thing that a lot of people have been telling us here is that this is everybody's grocery store, big community grocery store. A number of people we've talked to today said they shop there. They were going to be shopping there Saturday night. They know somebody who is in that Tops right now, or they knew somebody who passed away. And joining me right now is one of the people that has been behind this wall and bringing it to Erie. We have Joe Bonacci. He is the director for Erie County Veterans Affairs. Joe, what is it like to see all these people still coming out here bright and early on a Saturday morning?
It's not surprising. I mean, I've been here for 2-3 days, and it's just been a constant flow of people coming in and out. Last night at 9:30, there was cars coming in 3, 4, 5 at a time. So time kind of stands still. It doesn't matter what time it is or what the weather is. People just want to come out and learn and heal.
Eva, whether it's a new business owner opening a new store and having a baby at the same time, or whether it's another business owner just trying to figure out the best way to serve her customers during a pandemic, or even if it's a third business owner who wants to continue to mentor young women so they can achieve their dreams of becoming female business owners as well, these women have learned quite a lot these past few years. In the day after the deadly shooting that took the lives of 10 people at a Tops Friendly Market on Jefferson Street in Buffalo, community members have continued to come together and mourn the loss of those 10 individuals. They've created many different memorials and have different prayer services, as well as just coming together to make sense of a tragedy that hit a bit close to home.
I was behind closed doors suffering in silence, but now is the day that we don't suffer in silence no more.
Crowds filled Jefferson Street as people grappled with the reality of a shooting in their own community.
I've used this Tops my entire life. I've used it my entire life. This is a place that's very near and dear to my heart. I knew the security guard, rather my grandmother knew the security guard for a very long time, and it's frustrating that we're seeing this happen.
Garrison, along with other members of the Buffalo community, want to see change come from this. He believes it starts with education.
Well, the number one thing I would like to see more than anything else is re-education. I see so much work towards legislation and towards laws, but laws don't just fix the problem. It comes down to education as well.
While some community members are looking for change, others are still in shock.
We're almost, it's sad to say we're experts in mourning. You know, this is, you could drive down Buffalo, New York, or any community and find a makeshift memorial like this.
And even in the midst of mourning, the Buffalo community is still coming together to help one another. There's been numerous memorials that have been made all throughout the area surrounding Tops. Many people laying flowers, laying candles, even saying a few prayers or having some moments of silence. But we've also been seeing large groups and organizations come together to really provide help and support for those community members outside. The Red Cross is just one example of people passing out water and fresh food to people who might be needing it while they're out here for the afternoon and morning. One of the groups helping out is the Western New York Peacekeepers.
When this mass shooting happened, you know, we was already like boots on the ground, ready to respond to tragedies such as this. It's just the fact that we never thought it would hit so close to home, where some of our family members will be shot down.
There's also a number of organizations that have been on the ground working to help these community members out. Many organizations are providing water, food, even warm meals, and they're always looking for more donations from different local restaurants and local stores as well. In Buffalo, Elspeth Mizner, Erie News Now. Donna Zieber has been only ice skating for 2 years, but she's already mastered a trick or two.
I was seeing all these cool Olympic skaters and hockey skaters, and I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to do that too. So I started and I figured out how fun it was, and I just really like it now.
She learns with other first-time skaters at Erie Bank Sports Park's Learn to Skate program. The current Learn to Skate program at the Erie Bank Sports Park has about 40 people in it, some as young as 5 years old, and others learning how to skate for the first time as adults. Skaters learn everything from marching to gliding on ice, even learning the proper way to fall. But director Brigitte Francoeur says the best part is watching them get better and better.
I have skaters that I will basically get out of the Learn to Skate program. They want to start taking private lessons, and they improve, and now they're on to going to skating competitions and whatnot. So it's great to watch them evolve and grow as skaters and as people themselves.
Francoeur even took some time to show a skater like me some new tricks.
Just hold that. There you go.
These sessions give first-time skaters a chance to work hard to achieve big goals, like Zieber does. Do you kind of have dreams to maybe be an Olympian of yourself one day?
I do a lot.
Elspeth Mizner, Erie News Now.
Now is the time that shoppers need to be mindful of potential online shopping scams.
Amazon Prime Days are getting people prepared for online holiday shopping. Before you make your final purchases, the Better Business Bureau has advice to keep you safe from scammers.
When you're shopping online, check the URL, watch for bad grammar, search for contact information, and read online reviews.
You might be choosing Amazon and other websites to score deals. Before you check out, make sure the website is authentic.
Amazon is one of the top impersonated brands. Through fake websites, through phishing, fake email scams, people think that they're making a purchase from a legitimate seller on Amazon when that may not be the case, or they have issues receiving what they had purchased, or it's misrepresented.
After buying, porch pirates becomes a concern.
To track your packages, so whenever you receive tracking from things that you've ordered, make sure that you verify when it's going to be delivered.
One of the ways you can prevent porch pirates from stealing your packages this holiday season is by simply shipping them to a place like Erie Pack and Ship, where they will take the package for you and then contact you once your package is in. Kurt Raines, the owner of Erie Pack and Ship, says while security cameras on doors help, there's more you can do.
Ring doorbells are great to catch people actually stealing your package, but they don't do any good to, say, capture license plates and cars and so on. So I suggest put a couple of cameras facing opposite of one another on your house if you can do that. And then I'm talking 1982.
This is a live look from New York City at the National September 11th Memorial Museum, where people all over the country come to remember those who lost their lives 21 years ago during a terrorist attack in New York City, Washington, D.C., and Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Good morning, everybody. I'm Elspeth Mizner. Thanks so much for choosing Erie News Now weekend mornings. It has been 21 years since the September 11th attacks, when hijacked planes crashed into the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and a field in Pennsylvania. Mourners are again gathering at the scenes of those tragedies, determined to never forget the fallen. Bradley Blackburn reports from Lower Manhattan. Switching gears as we bring in meteorologist Sarah Tonks this morning for weather coverage you can count on. Sarah, we had sunshine yesterday, but perhaps some rain in the forecast for today?
Well, Elspeth, we are going to be seeing a bit more cloud coverage today and some rain showers. They've already been impacting our area, but hopefully things will clear off in time for some afternoon activities, namely tailgating. If you're planning on grilling out to watch the Steelers, the Browns play this afternoon.
Thanks so much, Sarah. It's also the opening Sunday of the NFL season, and our Erie Sports Now team hit the road for an AFC North showdown. Erie Sports Now John Leidick and our own Mike Ruzzi joins us live from Cincinnati this morning with a preview of Week 1's game against the Bengals. Guys, good morning. How's it going this morning? Turning now to news outside of the United Kingdom as the world continues to mourn the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. Queen Elizabeth's body left her home in the Scottish Highlands on Sunday morning on a slow 6-hour journey to Edinburgh, Scotland. Queen Elizabeth's coffin, which has been at the Balmoral Castle, was covered in the Royal Standard of Scotland, and there was a wreath of flowers that was placed on top of the hearse this morning. Accompanied by the Queen's daughter, Princess Anne, the hearse will slowly make its way from the castle, winding through small towns and villages to Edinburgh, Scotland, where the coffin will be taken to the throne room of the Palace of the Holy Road House.